headlock and choking option. So I'm here with Austin. He shoots in on me, right? Boom, I don't like that. So I'm going to sprawl back. Boom, get my legs back from him, right? Now, the front headlock position is characterized by a couple different pieces. One, my front shoulder is going to be right where his neck meets his back. My front hand is going to be on the chin. My other hand is going to be on the back of his elbow, here. And I'm up on my toes. This is the front headlock position we're going to be working on today. Go back up with Austin here. He shoots in on me, right? I don't like that. I sprawl, kick my leg back. As soon as my leg comes off, my shoulder goes into his back. I'm grabbing the back of his tricep. My front hand's grabbing that chin here. Now, the reason I like this position is there's a lot of really fun options to choke someone. Now, obviously, the obvious option of circle behind and take the back is there. And we've worked that a couple different times through the rest of the season. So today we're going to focus on what happens when we want to stay out front. We hit a choke. So first one we're going to hit is just going to be super simple. It's just going to be the guillotine. So I'm here and I have his chin cupped. I have that chin cupped. All I'm going to do is the hand that's on the tricep is going to reach in and grab my own palm. So the grip looks like this. You're cupping that chin and the grip comes through. And all we're going to do is roll his chin into his neck, suck in, and I'm going to pull to either a half guard or a butterfly. So I'm here, I pull that in, sit up, big detail, outside leg goes up. And over. Preferably over his hip, back, but just blocking here is enough to keep him from jumping over, which is the defense. Now, finishing details here. We are curling in and crunching. How many of you have seen the bad UFC highlight where they grab the head and they're like arching away from it? Right? Everyone's seen that highlight, right? All that does is put stress on your own lock and gives him an easy escape. So when I'm here and I grab this choke, I'm not trying to arch and give his head room to pop out. I'm here, I'm crunching in, and I'm actually like to put my ear on where my shoulder was in that same position. Here. That allows me to roll in tight, slow, steady squeeze, here on the back of his neck, blocking at that top leg. Questions on that? I'm gonna walk through it a couple times, but that's the basic breakdown step by step. Questions from a technical side. Alright, so I'm here in this front choke, or I'm here in the front headlock. Boom, we've sprawled gotten here, right? This hand's here. I reach up and in. I always like to pull them up just a little bit to make that slide in a little bit easier. I always end up in kind of a half butterfly guard type position. Half guard, butterfly, whatever you land in, that's not really as of much importance unless you miss the choke. Once I'm here, I will bring this elbow high, roll everything in, ear to the back of his head, and squeeze. And when you hit this properly, you get a nice gurgly sound. And what should be a pretty quick tap.
Left hand, is it inside the arm or do you do it outside?
I'm outside here. So when I'm here, this is not an arm in guillotine. So it starts on that tricep, but I'm going to bring it out and grab that hand. Reason is, I don't think arm in guillotines are as effective. So if I said, a good guillotine is going to hit 60 to 75% of the time, a good arm in is going to hit 40%. It's just not as effective in my opinion. So when I'm here, I can block that arm. Now, he's obviously going to be hand fighting and doing stuff. All you have to do here, guys, is slow, steady squeeze and keep him from running from you and jumping across. All right? Any other questions on this? And we'll walk through two more times. What's the group again? Palm, palm. So we're here in front headlock. I keep a good base on him. I don't want to spin around. Maybe he's standing in front of me. All I'm going to do, grab the whole back of my palm, sit in, curl up, squeeze. And this can work either hand. It doesn't matter if you're left or right-handed and you want to hit this on either side. So I'm here. If I go front headlock on this side, same thing. Here, here. And if you hit it right, they're tapping near the time your back is. So, partners, make sure you're reaching for legs or some part of the end. If everyone taps the mat, it's hard to tell who's tapping. Questions, comments, concerns? Drill her out. 1, 2. Hey, looking up. Quick adjustment. I'm here. Clay shoots in. I sprawl. Right. Good things are happening. One mistake I'm seeing a lot of us make is we're coming here and we're falling flat to our back. When I'm falling here, I want to fall to my hip. So when I go to grab this here, if I come straight forward and fall flat to my back, there's that initial rolling motion that's really hard to see. Especially if a guy feels like he's being choked, they'll just win. Like if you get a guillotine tied on me, screw the position. I'm not trying to be choked first. I'll worry about the position after you let go of my neck. So when I fall back here, I'm falling to that side. And if we're going to roll, we're going that way. Here's the benefit of going that way. I'll take this. It's fine. If you want to roll, we can go there. When I'm falling, I'm not falling flat to my back. It's to the hip, and I'm trying to hit in kind of that shrimp position. Does that make sense? All right, drill it out a couple more times, then we'll go to the next one. All right, so I'm here, right? Good things are happening. Austin shoots because he's dumb and thinks he can out-wrestle me, right? Well, I scroll, I get to here. Now, there's going to be a couple other options other than just reaching for that chin initially. Option 1 that I'm going to like is going to be an anaconda choke. So the difference between anacondas and darces. Anaconda is your inside hand going to the outside. Darce is outside hand going to the inside. If you're wondering what the mechanical difference between the two is, almost nothing. They're the same exact choke, just opposite grades.
One just feels like it's going to break your neck at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm here. All I'm going to do, guys, is my shoulder's going to go from on top of his back to either right next to his shoulder or in a preferable world right below. So I'm here, my shoulder's going to sneak under. That's going to allow even you short arm fucks to reach through and get your hand to the far side of his body. So if I'm here with Mr. Sears, my shoulder goes from here, and I can't really reach, to I change that angle and I'm here. All we're going to do at this point is I'm going to collapse over to my bicep here. Here, here. And I'm grabbing at my bicep. I don't want it in the crook of my elbow. I actually want it just a touch high to allow this hand to cut in.
Do you ever keep hand on that tricep and pull it tighter to get your arm in?
Yeah, because when I'm here, I'll come here.
Okay, that's what I want
And
that
come
arm
here.
first.
Now, the vanilla option, I will show, is we're here. I'm going to sit in and pull my knee opposite the arm I have trapped. So if I'm here, right, I'm in on the choke, I'm going to loosen this so that Mr. Sears can breathe. Is opposite, same thing, I'm falling to my side, opposite the arm I trapped. Here, I squeeze and finish, right? That's option A. Most of you here are decently experienced, so you all can try option B too. So I'm here, I get this lock. All we're going to do, I'm going to pick up his arm just that little bit. Then my head is going to roll. Here, and then walk my feet in. It's also why it's the anaconda. Yes.
You roll both ways.
No, you're rolling towards the arm. Rolling outside will get you stuck on your back.
Okay.
So when I'm here, I'm going to hit this pretty loose so that Austin can breathe through the process. I'm here, I tuck and roll. Now, the second my opposite ribs hit, right, I stop that roll, and I instantly start curling him in and walking to chase his feet. Because if this isn't tight, you're going to have to catch his foot to finish it. All right? I want you guys trying both. try just the initial pull into half guard like you normally would. And try the roll once or twice if you feel comfortable with that. It's a great way to off-balance someone who's already going to be thinking to defend the choke. So like Austin knows suck at jiu-jitsu, so I'm here. If I get to this position, he's naturally going to be backing up, controlling my hands, trying to do stuff. But the second I do that, you can elicit a little bit of panic, which is what I want. Hey, you don't know which direction you are right now. I just rolled everything, so everything's not where you thought it was. And I'm choking you at the same time. It elicits a little bit of that panic, and it makes you have to think through your defense a lot quicker than had I just pulled. Does that make sense? Questions on the anaconda? See it? So, play shoots in, right? Boom, I sprawl. I get to here. Hit the choke in, here. And guys, I'm just setting my arm very politely on his ribs here. When you're trying to hit this, my hand needs to be reaching for his shoulder. I'm just politely setting it up here so that I don't choke him. Never been choked out while being the instruction dummy. It sucks. So I'm here. All I'm doing, tucking and rolling at that elbow. Here, squeeze and walk in. All right. Any other questions for that? Those of you who have wrestled, freestyle wrestling. So again.
When you're rolling where the
To the track, yes. You put your head next to the tracked arm. Alright. The other big thing is when you hit that roll, and I'm here with Clay, and I get to this side here, right? One of the big mistakes a lot of people make is they walk in, but they kind of leave him unbent here. I want to try to start rolling Clay up to where he bends. Because if I'm here and he's bent up, this is a lot tighter. Then Clay starts walking through, and even if I get something trapped, it's just not going to work as well. So when I'm here, I'm trying to curl him.
Yeah, the lever here is his chest. Dustin is crushing the back of his head over his forearm, using his chest.
Alright.
That's the mechanic.
Questions on this? Driller out. One. So now I'm here. I get in that front headlock position, and let's just say I'm not confident taking this hand for whatever reason. Now we're just going to switch our head positions, and now I'm going to sneak the outside hand in. Now, the outside hand, all I'm trying to do is get my thumb to the back of his neck. So if I'm doing the thumbs up sign, I want that right on the back of his neck. As I come here, I have two options for grip. If you are in the stubby arm gang, right? Not all of us are gifted with clean. I'm coming here. Alright? If I'm decently long leg or anything else, I'm coming here. Same thing's happening here. All we're doing, stepping up, sliding in, and curling. Now, big thing with this one is I am trying to keep the back of his head against my chest as much as possible. So when I'm here, if his head is up outside or in different positions, the choke's not going to be as effective. So when I'm here, I want his head basically on the Chicago logo. Like right center of my chest and between my pecs. So when I'm here, I sneak it in, and even if I'm coming this grip, see how I'm sitting him to the center of my chest here? That's where I want him. Walking in and finishing. So, thumb to the back of his neck in that thumbs up position, and we're either coming palm to palm or that full bicep grip. Now, the bicep grip, guys. Do not be lazy with the bicep grip. So I'm here. If I go other side, here. A lot of people just set it up. When I'm here, I'm trying to reach for his far side armpit. That's the type of reach I'm trying to go for here. It's not just setting it on his back. That's how you get an okay choke. The more you can reach that hand across, the deeper it gets. And if I'm here, the big thing is elbow pinch if you're going to this grip. I'm here, I slide in, and elbow pinch is going to be good.
Yeah, that one's really good. When anybody notices the dart, you instantly can start breaking that neck down. Or the forearm.
Questions on this? Walk through it one more time. Questions on
Is that like just sit down all the time?
Yeah, so you can roll with this one. I don't recommend it 9 times out of 10. Like, it's just such an ineffective roll, and generally it loosens your choke more than it tightens. So when I'm here, like, I've seen some guys who will come here and then try to roll this way. And I've yet to see someone hit it and you go, oh, I really like that. That looks good. Every time I've seen it, just, even at highest black belt levels, I've seen little guys try it and it's just good.
What would be the defense for it? I guess it's not the tuning,
It's elbow, hand fighting. Get your feet away from them and hand fight. So like if I'm here, Austin starts to choke me in around or Darce, I don't give a shit. He starts to do this, okay? The biggest thing is get yourself flat, fighting with this, whatever elbow is trapped, and keeping your feet away from them, and your shoulders flexed. Is the biggest thing. But we'll go over it a little bit more technical details here. That's probably Thursday. Stay tuned for more. Other questions on that?
You should have squeezed out with that.
Yes. So when I'm here, thumbs in. All we're doing, collapsing top elbow down, pulling my hands in. Bottom elbow comes forward. So here. The very aggressive one I like. I quite a bit. Yeah, you can do that or reach all the way through. So you tend to be in the point here.
Yeah,
You can reach through. Clay happens to be not gifted with length. Yes, probably the questions on that? No, I'm still trying to pull in with this. So if I'm here, I'm not trying to finish this, whether it's this way or this way, from this position. I'm still trying to pull in and walk into them here, sitting them to their side, looking to hook a leg, whether it's top leg, bottom leg, does not matter. Yes, it's probably a touch more effective if you can hook the bottom leg, but a leg is important, not which leg. Alright. Questions on that? Driller out. 1, 2, alright.